there, Books here. Welcome back to my channel. It is day 21 of Vlogmas. It's also day 8 of Litmas. And today's Litmas challenge is to share your favorite quote on writing. I'm a writer. My business card professes that as my vocation. I'm a writer of some sorts. I've published things that you may or may not recognize. So I call myself a writer. What is my favorite quote on the thing that I have used to identify myself, at least in some circles? There are many. There are as many quotes as there are days when I wake up needing inspiration to do the thing that I say is the thing that I love to do more than any other thing. So, what are some of my favorite quotes on writing? That's what you're here for, right? There are many. I've written about writing, the act of writing, several times on my blog, runwrite.net. You should check it out. I don't update my blog as often as I should these days, but I do have several posts that I have written about the act of writing, about the act of staying inspired to write and to share the thing that needs to come out of you. Earlier this year, I wrote a post where I shared this quote, and it says, "You know how writers are. They create themselves as they create their work." Or perhaps they create their work in order to create themselves. That one is from Orson Scott Card. That one was pretty meaningful to me because I write to express myself, but I also become something else as I express the thing that without sharing it might have changed me. So I'm going to share something that I wrote on my blog earlier this year on writing. That's the title of my blog post, and I link it down below if you want to read it in its entirety. But this was me exploring the act of writing, why I feel so strongly about the act of writing, what it does for me, and what I would be if I couldn't write. Often you can find me writing. Words that I conjure in my head and string together frequently get transposed to some medium where you can literally read my thoughts. When something angers me, I write about it. When something puzzles me, I sort through the enigma with my fingers combing through the clues like grass being blown on a windswept savanna. When days are sad or happy, when they weigh on my heart heavier than I can manage, I transfer the feel of my emotions to my words. I'm a writer. I write. Not because someone pays me, not even because anyone reads me, not because there's a corner office where I can spy beautiful inspiration through a picture window. Even when nothing else exists, I create a world with my words and inhabit it when I write. So that is what I wrote about writing. Then I'm going to share with you my favorite quote from someone else. And this is from Rilke, and it is in his book, Letters to a Young Poet. In this letter, he's received correspondence from some aspiring writer who wants advice on pursuing his craft. And Rilke says to him, "No one can advise or help you. No one. There's only one thing you should do. Go into yourself. Find out the reason that commands you to write. See whether it has spread its roots into the very depths of your heart. Confess to yourself whether you would have to die if you were forbidden to write. This, most of all, ask yourself in the most silent hour of your night, must I write? Dig into yourself for a deep answer. And if this answer rings out in assent, if you meet the solemn question with a strong, simple, I must, then build your life in accordance with this necessity. Your whole life, even into its humblest and most indifferent hour, must become a sign and witness to this impulse." And that is really what writing is about. It can't be something that you do because you get paid. You can't be a novelist because there are going to be people buying your books. Like, you can't write in response to another person's demands. Writing is something that has to come from inside. It has to be internally motivated. I really love sharing what I have written. I really appreciate those of you who listen to my poems and read my blog and support my work. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for allowing me to be me in my writing. So that is today's challenge. Thanks for watching this video. Tomorrow I'm going to be sharing some scenes from my non-bookish life. I've been doing some things Christmas related and I want to share them with you. So come back tomorrow for day 22 of Vlogmas. and day 9 of Litmas, where we will have another writing prompt challenge to respond to. If you're a writer, please go ahead, leave me a comment down below on your favorite quote on writing or something that you've written about writing, and we'll talk down there. So until tomorrow, happy reading. Bye.